So I love watching videos on passive income. It's seriously one of the things, like it's a hobby of mine. Maybe it's an obsession. I don't know what it is, but I just love seeing everybody's perception, their definition, what passive income means to them. Because if you truly want to hack your wealth, you've got to figure out a way that you can create some sort of business, some sort of product that can produce income for you when you are not actively working in it. So when I saw that Dan Lok had this video talking about passive income, the no BS truth, like I had to check it out. I really didn't know who Dan was until I relaunched my YouTube channel a few years ago. And at that time, like Dan had several 100,000 subscribers. And if you don't know this yet, like his channel has exploded.
Hey guys, I finished that.
He definitely is a thought leader. He's very passionate about what he does. He's very successful. And he just likes to tell how it is.
I'm not gonna give you some rah-rah motivational talk and say, hey, just don't give up. Just hang in there.
So I want to check out what this passive income video was all about, and I wanted to share my thoughts on what he had to share. So without further ado, let's check out my response, my reaction to Dan Lok's passive income video about the no BS truth.
If you are still looking for passive income, I could tell you that passive income, it is.
I mean, can we just say one thing real quick? Dan Lok, he's rolling in a Bentley, dude. Like rolling in a Bentley. Mad respect. We got this this suit that is a plum color. I mean, dude is rocking it. I don't know what the watch is on his left. I'm not much of a watch guy, but I'm sure he spent some money on that. So dude's got some style. He's got some great style. So mad respect for the Bentley, the suit, everything. He's got it going on.
It is a myth. It is a myth. I'll tell you a quick story. At one point in my business career, I was generating a lot of passive income because I thought from all the books that I read, and they talk about this concept, hey, you want to have passive income coming in so you don't have to work, so you could retire. I thought, yeah, I like that idea.
Yeah, I think we've all heard some variation of this. Like we all want passive income. We want to make money while we're sleeping. We don't want to have to do any work, which that is not true. Like it's good to earn passive income, but to actually get to a point where you are earning passive income, you've got to put a massive amount of work in.
Yeah. So I had a lot of these digital products I was selling on ClickBank online, right? And I was running ads on Google.
Can we just say that I love the fact that I'm pretty sure that Dan markets himself or refers to himself as a multi-millionaire. And the fact that he was selling digital products on ClickBank, like that is I love it, because ClickBank is kind of thought of as, I don't want to say scammy, but at the time, like there really wasn't anything out there. But like that's where like the low end online marketers, I guess that's where they hang out now. And there are still good products there. I don't want to discount that, but it just shows like this dude was willing to try whatever it took. I love that. I mean, that's what I talk about being a wealth hacker. I mean, you gotta be willing to roll up your sleeves and put in the work in, and he was doing just that. So yeah, just mad respect for this guy. And
I was getting a lot of traffic, and I was selling a $37, $47 product, $67 product, and I was making tens.
I really want to know what the product was. I don't know, I probably should do some research, see if I can find it, but I am so curious to know what was this $37 product that Dan Lok was selling on ClickBank. If you know what it is, let me know in the comments below.
Tens of thousands of dollars in passive income. And I thought, this is so cool, I could retire, this is nice. Suddenly something Google changes, right? Suddenly the ad that was profitable before, no longer profitable, right?
And that happens all the time. It happened with my blog. This is going back to 2011. I had a Google algorithm update, and over 70% of my traffic disappeared overnight. I've had other friends, I've had similar issues with Google traffic. I've had friends that were running 6-figure a month Facebook ad campaigns, and they were making 2 to 3x return. All of a sudden, the ad stopped working. They don't know why, it just stopped working. So I know exactly what Dan is talking about here.
A couple of products got shut down. So I was passive in one moment. The next moment, a few months later, I wasn't so passive anymore. That's when I realized, there's something wrong with this concept. If passive income is the myth, is bullshit, then what is the truth? And I realize it is not so much about passive income. Let me explain. I want you to think of any other areas of your life where you are, let's say in relationship. I want you to imagine you go back to your girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, and wife, and you go to them and you go home and say, you know what, honey, from now on, I just want to have a passive relationship.
I'm pretty sure if I were to say that to my wife, I would get the stink eye.
We're gonna just have some passive sex, okay? How long do you think they're gonna stick around?
I don't even know what passive sex is, but we won't go there. Moving on.
Not very long. What about, well, you know what? I want to be healthy, but I just want to have some passive health. I want to have some passive fitness. You see how stupid that sounds? But
yeah, because I want a passive six-pack because that's how it works. Nope.
Somehow in business, in finance, passive income, because that's what everybody talks about. But in what other areas, if you think about it, that works? It doesn't work. Because the word passive implies you want something for nothing. You want to do nothing and somehow results and income just fall on your lap without doing any work.
And that is such a testament to so many people that comment on some of my YouTube channels or some of my YouTube videos talking about passive income. It doesn't exist, it doesn't work. But yet they don't do anything about it. They just continue to complain about where they're at in their lives and how much they hate their jobs, and which that's one thing, but you can't have hate and anger towards something if you're not willing to try it and be willing to put in some work to see if you can make something go.
It doesn't exist. If this works so well, I would challenge you. Think about Richard Branson, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Elon Musk. I want to think about the wealthiest people on the planet. How many of them created or kept their wealth passively? They are all working. They are all very active in their investments. They're very active in their business. So
you know, one thing though I would say to that is that they are active, but one of the key things that you need if you want to earn quote unquote passive income is that you've got to be able to hire, outsource, delegate key people that are going to run your business, your passive income ideas, whatever that is. Like, so the one thing with talking about Sir Richard Branson, like the dude owns like so many different companies, but he's not in charge of every single company. He has some CEOs that he's hired, that he's delegated, he has put in charge to run those companies on his behalf. Now, he had to put a lot of work to build it up and to hire and make sure he put the right people in place. But there's some of that I see what he's saying, but I also recognize that if you put the right people in place, like they'll take care of you.
Instead of using the word passive, which is a very dangerous word, here's the word I want you to use: leveraged income. Leveraged income. How can I leverage other people or technology or systems to create money for me?
Yeah, I think it wasn't this video of Dan's where I was first introduced to his concept or his terminology of leveraged income, but I do love that because you are leveraging other people's talents, other people's experience that you may not have, but also you're leveraging their time so that you can have more time to focus on the things that you need to be focusing on.
To create income for me. You see, I'm not passive. I'm here actively. I'm active in my business. I have a lot of active income that I actively involve and create. I also have a lot of leverage income, which I create through my team, right? Through my businesses, through technology, that I can create leverage income. So don't look for passive income, look for leverage income. It's the same idea. See, people with the job mentality, there are two types of people. People with a job mentality, they're always thinking about, well, I want passive income. I want effortless success, right? I want something for nothing. I want retirement so I can be on the beach and do nothing. Well, if you do nothing, you have no meaning, you have no purpose in life. Life is about creating. You see that some of the happiest people on the planet that are the most fulfilled, guess what? They're actively doing things. They're not.
I totally agree with a lot of what he's saying right now, is that you hear about, especially being a financial planner for over 16 years and helping people take that next plunge to retirement, you know, to their golden years where they retire with their nest egg. Once they do, they feel like they're not contributing to society anymore. And it's actually, I think there's a lot of data that says that those that actually either work longer in jobs that they love or stay active after retirement actually have a longer life expectancy. And if you are doing something that you love, then what's the point of retiring? You know, like if Dan is enjoying being active in his business, as long as he's taking time for his family and taking time for himself, then what's the point? So yeah, I totally get what he's saying here.
Not like sitting on the beach doing nothing. That doesn't make you happy. I tried that, it did not work, trust me on that. The people with that abundance, the business mentality, they're not looking for passive income, they're looking for active income. They're looking for leverage income, right? They're looking for meaning, they're looking for legacy, right? They're looking for success. They're not looking for effortless success, they're looking for meaningful success. They have retired, all of them have retired. But the vocabulary, the way I want you to look at this is not retirement from something. No, I want to retire from my job, I want to retire from my business, I don't have to do anything. No, instead retire from, here's the word I want you to use, retire to. Retire to.
Isn't it funny how you can change one little word, change one word, and it completely changes the entire meaning? Instead of retiring from something, you're retiring to something. You're transitioning to something new, something different, potentially something better. But I think most importantly that you are moving on, retiring to something on your terms.
To your next business venture. Retire to maybe the charity cause. Retire to the next big idea. That's what living is about. That's what being a human being is about. It's about growth and contribution. And that's what makes you happy. And when you can get that concept, okay, I'm not looking for something for nothing. How can I be more? How can I create more? How can I do more? How can I give more? When you do that, not only you get the money, you get the satisfaction and you get the fulfillment. You get it all. And that's what works. So stop looking for passive income, strive for excellence, and strive to create leverage income. That's a smart thing to do.
All right, that was a great video from Dan. I'm gonna break down some of my closing thoughts on his video talking about passive income and the no BS truth. All right, so let's break down this video by Dan Lok. There was a lot of things about this video that I really enjoyed what Dan said. I really liked when we talked about retiring to instead of retiring from. I love talking about growth and contribution. Some of the things about with passive income is that to grow passive income, to have passive income, you can't do it passively. But one of the things I love, and he mentioned this a little bit, but it seems like some of this was lost in the messaging, especially talking about leverage income. But the thing that I did love was when he talked about when he had the ebook that he was making $1,000 a month or so, and then the ad stopped working, and then he had to work again. Let's not discount that, because if you actually create something, some sort of product, some sort of business that produces income for you, that you don't have to do much with it, but ever so often you do have to get back in there and make a few tweaks, make a few changes, maybe you hire some people to manage that part for you, then you do have a relatively passive income producing asset. And the cool thing about that too, it is an asset. Like this is something that not only produces income, but also something that you could potentially sell to somebody else. And when you think about somebody that's working a 9-to-5 job that's making $50 an hour or even $100 per hour, think about the person that actually put into work to create something that they can sell when they are on the beach, when they are on vacation, that is producing earnings for them. And then, yes, they gotta go back and do some work a month from now, 3 months from now, maybe even 6 months from now. Look at how much they're making per hour as opposed to somebody that's working that 9-to-5. A personal example that I can use here is that I have this course that I created for financial advisors over 3 years ago. I don't even market at all. I don't have any Google ads. I don't have any Facebook ads. But ever so often I'll have somebody buy the course because they were referred to it, and the course is $2,500. So I've not gone in there and done any work. I don't have to manage any sort of ad campaign, and yet I can make $2,500 by somebody going and buying that course without having to do any work, any more work. Like that is totally passive. So while yes, earning passive income from the start, like that is complete BS. But if you are willing to do the work and build some sort of income producing asset, and then delegate, outsource, have all your processes done. Like, it is something that can produce passive income for you going forward. All right, that's enough about my thoughts on Dan Lok's passive income, no BS truth video. What are your thoughts? Do you like his concept of leverage income versus passive income? Is that something that you're working towards right now? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. This is Jeff Rose reminding you that it's your money, it's your life, and only you can make it awesome. Peace.